Oh my god, you guys! Hey, it's me, DeJa Skye from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 14 and All-Star Season 10, and welcome back to my channel, Eleganza now, You guys, I'm finally able to talk about the fact that I was on All-Stars 10 and spoilers ahead. Just kidding, you guys. You know I can't give spoilers. I'm on All-Stars 10, you guys. It was huge for me. Okay, here's kind of a spoiler. I have been asked in the past, but I said no thank you, but I am interested next time. I finally said yes, you guys, and we are gonna talk about it. Basically what I wanted to do is I wanted to go down the 18 queens and just say, you know, just stuff about their season, stuff I loved and stuff like that. We're just gonna go through all 18 queens and just go down memory lane. Let's f***ing do it. But of course, before we get started, please do not forget ever in your life, the glow. Did you see the glow? Did you see the glow? Because I saw the glow, baby. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into this All-Star Season 10 video. This video is sponsored by BetterHelp, because talking to your phone screen might be therapeutic, but they're not licensed professionals. Look, life is stressful. Sometimes you're thriving, and sometimes you're spiraling over a comment from a random fan saying you should have went home first. We've all been there. And while crying in the shower is a vibe, it's not a long-term mental health strategy. That's where BetterHelp comes in. It's online therapy, real therapist, not bots pretending to care. You can talk to someone licensed and trained and help you work through your stuff, all from the comfort of your couch, or your bed, or your car. I don't judge. No waiting rooms, and no awkward eye contact with the ficus plant while you wait to be called in. Just help when you actually need it. BetterHelp.com. Let's start with the reason of the season. Mwah. So let's get into it. Okay, so this look, I don't have the back piece. It is cumbersome and crazy, but anyways, I'm wearing the look. So the look is by Art to Fashion, and the hair is by Vanity Mirror. Gorgeous, stunning diva. I want her on Drag Race eventually. Drag Race, if you're watching. The prompt for this photo shoot was our 3 different brackets, got 3 different colors, orange, pink, and purple, and they wanted really like exaggerated. They wanted the focus very much on face framing. They really wanted face framing. Obviously, that's why I chose the big thing. But I also wanted to be streamlined and have my legs out because RuPaul on All Stars 10 was obsessed with my legs. So I was like, Mama, I need the legs to be out, diva. And I wanted the glow. I wanted everything to be there. And I wanted to be a little bit more streamlined. So when I did my initial season, season 14, this is still crazy that I'm talking about All Stars 10. When I did my initial season, I created my look. You know, I went for campy. I went for over-exaggerated and bright. And this time, it was so easy to just be just neon, you know, like some of the girls did. But I was like, how do I make this a little more like DeJa 2.0? And so I decided, well, a lot more streamlined and emphasis on structure, and I really wanted to show off my weight loss. So mama, that's what I did. Let's just talk about my highlights from my season. I really truly think that like I was going to be asked back. I just think they really enjoyed me on my initial season. You know, I maybe wasn't the loudest person in the room or like the best on camera, but I just think they really enjoyed me. And I know that Rue and Michelle really enjoyed me, and they kind of like had something for me, and I really just wanted to go back and show them, hey baby, this is the 2.0. And so I knew that eventually I would go back, and so I was just so honored. And All Stars 10 is such a monumental, like 10 is a monumental thing, but super excited about the format. It's so different. It's just such a different season, and I can't wait for you guys to watch. So let's move on with the girls. So the next team we're gonna talk about is Miss Aja, all the way from season 9 and All Star season 3. Okay, let me tell you one thing about her. This look, I love that we kind of were in the same realm with looks, you know. I mean, mama, Melanated Divas, hello. Aja's glow up is stunning. I'm so glad she has come into the woman that she is. She has come in on All Star Season 10 as a trans woman, and I'm so happy for you, sister. She looks absolutely stunning. Now, honestly, what I remember from Aja from her initial season was clearly,
you're perfect, you're beautiful, you look like Linda Evangelista, you're a model.
And then for All Star Season 3, I just remember her being robbed from a sewing challenge that she clearly won. And honestly, the glow up from her looks from her season to All Stars 3, crazy. I love Aja. I love Aja LaBeija. She's sickening. She's my sister. Now, moving on to another sister of mine, a season 14 sister. And if you guys haven't seen the promo yet, it is literally season 14 All-Stars. Like, literally, there's like 6 of us. But my sister, Miss Bosco. Yay! Another one of my sisters that has come into her womanhood. She is a beautiful, stunning diva. Now, full transparency, I think I've talked about this. So, on my initial season, Bosco is competitive. Okay, she is competitive. And there's nothing wrong with that. You are in a competition. So I didn't know how I was going to really get along with her after. Like, I remember leaving the season and being like, the one that I really didn't get to know was Bosco. And that's because she was laser focused, right? But working and touring with her, she has literally become one of my favorite people on earth. I remember doing Work the World with her. And every single day, all I kept telling her was, you're just so pretty. And I remember asking her, do you get tired of me saying that? She's like, no, that's why I got work done. This look is one of my favorite looks from this entire promo. It's so streamlined. I think Diego Montoya made this. It's so sickening. Like, honestly, we are the same size now. So Bosco, let me... The thing that I think of with Bosco is she's so smart and so funny. She not only is gorgeous, but she brings the aesthetics with the humor and the camp. Moving right along, one of her sisters, we are going to Irene the Alien, formerly known as Irene Dubois, but I'm so glad that she cut out the Dubois and went for Alien. I mean, this look, when you think of Irene and an alien, this look is what you think of. Like, stunning, head to toe. Like, I just love her. Also, a mug girl. I don't think she gets enough recognition on her makeup skills. When I tell you this hoe can beat a flawless mug in like 25 minutes, I'm not lying. I'm telling you, she just and it looks flawless, okay? Wake that up on All Stars 10. She is a mug girl. There's not much to say about her from her season. She was only on 1 episode. But I will say the thing that I remember most was her talent show. I thought it was so campy. Obviously, her and I, we said on Meet the Queens, we think our humor is a lot more funny than it actually is, but I laughed. I remember being at the viewing party and laughing because I was like, this is so stupid. And stupid in like the best possible way. Next up is another melanated sister. This is Miss Olivia Lux from season 13 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Okay, I was so excited to see this diva on All Stars 10. She did phenomenal on her season. She was a consistent diva, just like me. Melanated, gorgeous divas, just like me. But she's stunning. She literally walks for mug. Like, this is her money maker. She's absolutely stunning. She's not just a smile. She's a body. She can sew. She's face. She's funny. She can perform. She has it all. And you saw that on season 13, but I think you're going to see even more of it on All Star season 10. This look, leg out, body yaddy yaddy, the Lux, you can't touch her. Something that I remember from her season is her killing that disco challenge. Moving right along all the way from season 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race, we have Phoenix, baby. Now, when this bitch walked in, I was like, oh. Now, on her season, it was neither here nor there for me, y'all. And I was an avid watcher. I watched in real time every single season from season 1. So don't play that. Don't play that on the cards, baby. Baby, I watched every single season. There was not much. All I saw was a little bit of cattiness and again, that's what those older seasons were for. So there was really nothing I saw afterward. I was a follower of hers. I loved her. She is huge in the Atlanta scene and she kills it, you know? Mama is mugged. Mama is face, okay? And she paints so severely and so old school drag. I live for this look too as well. I love the layering and everything. Phoenix, I respect, I love. She is what drag is and what drag will always be, a professional. She brings the old school touch and I just live again for the season 14 representation. Up next, we have my sister, Georges. It's gorgeous like Georges. My double eliminated sister, just like me. Robbed Mary. Actually, no, we kind of really did suck in that roast. Okay, look down. I love that every single look has been something totally different. However, I will say she's always showcased legs and body. I love that she was kind of going for like a little bit of religious with this look, which I live for. Stunning. Mug, like makeup, you cannot touch. It's muggy. It's muggy. Honey muggy. On season 14, what I remember the most about her is obviously her lip syncing skills, but I also remember her just being a fully polished drag queen. Like her looks were some of my favorite from the entire season. Like she does drag so well, and that little firecracker holds a punch. Now for All Star season 9, what I remember like most is her talent show when that just swung right around and just flew. Georges is honestly like one of my favorite people on this earth. I love her. I am so happy that she has come into her own. Seeing the glow up from season 14 to now is wild. And not only visually, I'm talking about as a person. I think on season 14, she was very like insecure. She was like, you know what? I'm just a lip syncer. That's it. But on All Stars 9, you saw that she was more than just that. She was funny. She is one of those people you cannot have a serious conversation with. Literally, it's hysterical to me. You cannot have a serious conversation with her, and that's just her personality. Another season 14, Tranos herself, Miss Carrie fucking Colby. And I added the in because she deserves the fucking Colby, honey. Yes, ma'am. Someone that I love, I adore. On our season, we got along great. Mama, we were two little aunties in the corner. She's everything. The face, I just don't understand how the face just gets prettier and prettier and prettier. Like, you were already stunning on our season and now your face is even prettier. It's not fair. It's not f***ing fair. What I remember from our season, besides her beauty, I remember her giving it to us in the confessionals. This look, mama, she's giving the fantasy, she's giving the Tranos, she's giving a little bit of butterfly, she's just giving everything. She is a full trans representation woman. I love her. I'm so happy to see her back. I love you, Carrie. So next up, this is the wild card that is Miss Lydia Butthole Collins. She was just on this season and she decided to go straight back. This is the year, apparently, of butthole. This is the year of the butthole, y'all. Get into it. The look. You. You for the look. This look is so Bob Mackie. It's so Cher. It's everything, and she's everything. I love her. She was one of the girls that I was like, who's that? Because again, she just filmed. She literally went from filming to filming, back to back. So we had no idea who it was, but she was fierce. Now, season 17, I will tell this to the day I die. She murdered that first lip sync, and she left all of us being like, what? Get it, white girl, what? Next up, the plus size, the heavyweight champ. Well, slightly smaller, I would say middleweight champ, Mistress Isabel Brooks, honey, yes ma'am. Okay, money. Mug. The mug of season 15. The mug of season 15. Untouchable. If you see this mug in person, it looks exactly the same, just like mine. It looks exactly the same, like gorgeous, flawless. I mean, head to toe, look at this. She's a character. She's a troll, not by the way she looks because she's stunning, but she's a troll. That is her shtick. Her shtick is riling the up. Her shtick is letting the have it. Her shtick is laughing at them whenever they're angry. That's Mistress. She is hands down one of the best villains Drag Race has ever had. When I think of Mistress, I think of that's what I honestly think of. But honestly, on her season, she delivered some really good runways. That, to me, she delivered some runways. She also delivered great TV, but to me, the runways were really giving. Moving right along from Atlanta, Georgia, this is Miss Nicole Paige Brooks, a legend. Mother, icon that she is. This look, elevation, no breathing, stunning, marvelous diva. I've met her numerous times before All Stars 10. So sweet. So amazing. I just love her. Now on her season, what I remember the most is literally her looking like a girl. That's what I remember. She was great TV, but I just remember her just looking like a female. I love that we have legends on this season. We have Phoenix and now we have Nicole. Mama. Nicole Paige Brooks is just everything. She is mother, she is auntie, she is that, and I live. And y'all are gonna live because I can't wait for y'all to see what she brings, honey. Moving right along, another contestant of season 13 of RuPaul's Drag Race. This is Tina Burner. Turn it and burn it. The look. Because her looks on season 13. But this look, everything. This look is everything. It's so classic. I know all that ostrich. I know for a fact this look was expensive. I am so glad she ditched the red, yellow, and orange. When I tell you on her season, I understand entering with it, doing it for maybe a go-to runway and then maybe the finale, but every single one, it was beating a dead horse. It was beating a dead horse. It was putting it in her face, and I normally love things put in my face. But that's honestly what I remember of her just being like literally every single runway, red, orange, or yellow. She didn't give no. I do think her makeup has gotten a little bit better, so that's good because her makeup. We're gonna leave it at that. Where do we even start? Acid f***ing Betty, season 8, do you see the material? And I know for a fact she made every ounce of look. Do you see what I mean? So surprised she hasn't been on All Stars sooner, because she killed her season, at least the first half. She killed her season, and she has everything it takes to be an All Star. She is one of the most creative makeup artists I've ever seen on RuPaul's Drag Race or in general, and an icon. What I remember most about Acid are her runways. I remember Acid definitely had a silhouette. Exaggerated shoulder was her mother, and then crazy makeup and crazy hair. She was a visual artist. She was the visual artist of season 8 of RuPaul's Drag Race, and I'm so happy to see her back. We have met plenty of times before All Stars 10. Love her. Another season 14, another one. Thank you. Another season 14 diva. This is Miss Alyssa Hunter. You guys, let me tell you one thing about Miss Alyssa Hunter. Everyone, and I know for a fact, everyone can say this. On season 14, we were so happy Alyssa Hunter went home when she did. It was nothing about her attitude. It was the fact that she had one of the best runway packages of the season, and there would be no justification as why she would be in the bottom. Every single runway was stunning, head to motherfucking toe. We were like, get out, go, love you, see you at the reunion, because every runway would have demolished. Look at the material, look at the promo. Polished head to toe. She is a pageant diva, but mama, she is the one. Okay, next up, another diva. This is her third time, all the way from season 9 and... Wait, all the way from season 8 and season 9. This is Miss Cynthia Lee Fontaine. Do you want to see my cuckoo?
How you doing, Miss Amores? Are you ready to see my cuckoo?
Okay, let me tell you a little bit of backstory. So, I remember Cynthia Lee Fontaine, we booked her at my home bar, right? And so, we were backstage, and she was just, we were conversing and everything. Everyone left the room, and then she was like, okay, I want you to be on Drag Race. Have you auditioned? Have you thought of auditioning? Have you blah, 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 blah. She's like, you give me such great vibes. I think you'll be great for the season. So she really gave me a lot of helpful advice. She was like, do this, do this, do this. And she was just so helpful. So she really is that like she's the ultimate Miss Congeniality because she just wants the best for you. So happy that she's back. You know, she has gone through it. She is a survivor. She is a superstar. She is a survivor. She has gone through it. I'm just so happy that she's able to tell her story time and time again. She's such an inspiration, a beautiful human being inside and out. When I think of Cynthia, I obviously think of, do you want to see my cuckoo? But I think of just her warmth and just the fact that she wants the best for you and loves you and adores you. Doesn't matter if she's met you for 5 minutes or 5 years. She will treat you the same. She is a professional through and through, and she is just such a sweet soul. Next up is my season 14 sister, DeJa Betty, also known as Diane. I love calling her Diane, so if you see her, call her Diane. She knows I sent you, okay? DeJa Betty. The look is hands down DeJa Betty. This is where DeJa Betty is. This is the fully realized DeJa Betty. You saw a little bit of it on season 14. Now you are going to get the full DeJa experience. She's a rock and roll bitch. She's a bad bitch. This is DeJa Betty. On my season, yes, she was a lot sometimes, okay? She's super competitive. That's okay. When I think of DeJa, I think of her makeup. Her makeup is absolutely so beautiful to me. It honestly just keeps getting better and better and better and better. Literally, another girl that I can truly say is a sister through and through, checks on me. But when I tell you she is one of the nicest queens you will ever meet. If you book her, she is one of the nicest girls you will ever meet. I just love her. I can't say enough about this because I am obsessed with her. That is my double D sister. Next up is one of the, I think out of the entire cast, I want to say this is probably the most anticipated girl that people have been wanting on All Stars since she left. And this is Miss Denali. She doesn't go by Denali Fox anymore, so it's just Denali. The fans rooting. The fans need. The fans will let you know she needs to be back on her screen, and that's for a reason. Was robbed. Oh, clock it. Just kidding. I don't think robbed, obviously, like, that's such a divisive word, but I just think that we needed to see more of Denali. Okay, the look. The hair. The face. Get into Denali, okay? What I remember most, and what most people most about season 13 and Denali is the 100% Pure Love lip sync. But I also remember that chandelier look that she wore on the runway, and she was just safe. One of the most beautiful things I've ever seen on RuPaul's Drag Race, not even season 13, on like Drag Race in general, and she was safe. I was confusion. I'm telling you this right now. If this bitch, I don't know how you're gonna do a Drag Race, they better turn that main stage into a motherfucking ice rink and have this ice skate. So our last queen, and this is a queen that has been on the most seasons. This is her 4th season. She was on All Stars season 2. She was on season 7 of RuPaul's Drag Race and All Stars season 6, and now she's on All Stars season 10. That is Miss Minge of the Ginger Minge. Now, if I'm being 1000% honest, this is the one girl that I did not want to compete against. Because not only is she good at every single microscopic thing in drag, she's good at every microscopic thing in drag. There's nothing she cannot do. Every single season she gets, I mean, obviously, like, let's call a spade a spade. Her runways are not the best thing in the world, neither are mine. So, but every other aspect, lip sync, face, comedy, acting, just every aspect of being good on RuPaul's Drag Race, she is excelled at. So she is the girl that is literally coming in as the contender. She's the girl that's coming in as multifaceted. She has every single microscopic thing. It is very intimidating. And I'm sorry, every single girl, I guarantee you, there were some eye rolls. I'm sure there were a lot of eye rolls that were coming in. She does everything. I worked with her at RuPaul's Drag Race Live. I was a fan of hers prior to the show. And again, she's good at every aspect. Well, I hope this was a little fun impromptu video. I really just wanted to get some content out to you guys. I want to talk about the girls and the divas, and just so happy that I'm on All Star season 10. I think that's going to be monumental. You guys are going to see so many twists and turns. The format is crazy, but you cannot tell us that we did not kill this promo. I'm sorry. This is one of the best promos from All Stars. This is sickening. I love the color contrast and everything. I'm glad we got orange, Melanation Station right here. Here. Now, I remember whenever they gave us this prompt, we were kind of looking at them like, orange, pink, and purple, really? This is what you're giving us? But once we got on set, no holds bars, we were like, yep, please tune in May 9th for All Star Season 10. Check out the divas. And as always, if you want to book any of us, book us. Mama, tell your club, DM them. I want to travel. I want to see the world some more, you know, and I love you, and I just can't thank y'all enough for the love and support. I know I am not that girl that has 50 bazillion trillion followers, but I thank the ones that I do have, and the diehard Skye Nation. I love you guys so much, and thank you so much. Here's to many more, and here's what's to come. But baby, I'm an all-star! Okay, we'll see you on the next season. Bye.